Ladies and gents, we are here with some more AEL gameplay. It's going to be Division 9 tonight. We had Division 8 last night with Infinite versus GXR and Losers 3. Obviously, getting towards the money end of the season now, but it's going to be the 90s babies up against the Meme Team tonight. The Meme Team, a team that I've not seen play in Division 9 this season, a team that I recognise from Division 8 last season. I think there was a very similar roster here. And we're going to be playing it again tonight against the 90s babies. We're very familiar with them over here. But we are going to put the bias aside, of course, as always, tonight to watch this game of Call of Duty. It's going to be a hardpoint Colossus to start us off in this series if we need it. Map 4, the second hardpoint will be a Scar, but the rest of the series is going to be Colossus, followed by a Raid S&D, something started to get into the pool a little bit more. Then Overload, as we said, Scar hardpoint, and then it will be a Fringe S&D should we go all the way to map number 5, which, knowing how some of the 90s babies have gone recently in this season, I think we could have the potential of going all the way down to that map number 5. And if we quickly pull up the playoffs bracket here, you can see that Meme Team have been fighting through a 3-1 and 3-2. 90s Babies a 3-2 and a 3-1. So both teams coming in with a very, very similar map count, kind of in their respective groups here. But we aren't going to have to wait too much longer, ladies and gents, as we are already now into the game. Let's get the Champions League anthem on and let's get gaming. There it is, the Champions League anthem's in, winners final of course, so the loser of this series isn't going home, but will just have to fight their way through the losers bracket, as we're already seeing 3 dead it was off the bat. It was Harry and it was Mickey with the nade kills onto time. They got 3 dead quickly when Nate had to answer out. This Harry and Mickey again with the kills in and around this P1 time. 90s babies with the remaining 20 seconds as another nade comes through. The tacks are on point here. They must have been shooting bots with all these tacks that are going out. With only 10 seconds to go, Dudox is going to try and soak up the rest of this time. As you can see, the blue wall is forming towards blue. 90s babies are going to be those arrows that are already set up towards the back. You got Harry still trying to put some pressure on the old time, and it's Mickey who's lived on this statue so far across P1. 8 and 2 start from her. She's coming out to play. She must have had her Weetabix tonight. It's going to be the 3rd sub of Major C, a gun you don't really see in his hands too often, apart from these kind of mixy hills here. Is it Skovich coming in through the front, and Shooter is going to fall to the gun of his own teammate. And as you can see, the kill feed is bugged for the 90s baby, so the players are all 1 away from each other, and if there's no name in the kill feed, it is going to be a Major C, whereas Meme Team, all the numbers and colours and gamer tags are correct. But with 25 seconds to go now, 90s babies lose out on those back spawns. The nades are going to come in over the top, so is Joel Ball, he's going to fall. It's going to be Mickey, Madge and Harry, just those 2 left alive. Harry, last one on the hill, he's getting shot in the back by Skovich. He is going to chow the old time for those 10 seconds rather than just giving up and going new, and this is why he's on a 5 streak now of his own, looking to try and get some streaks. Not the best map to have a streak on, but it can be useful to kind of take away a push on a P2 or P4 mainly, maybe even a P3 you might see it be used, as he should get a freebie here onto Major C in the back. He's going to do that exactly. He should touch the time. He's going to be really close to it, and there go. That kill onto Harry is going to secure the Hellstorm, as Joel, a slow start from him, but he's able to get a big kill there to take Skovich away from the hill time. Caught while reloading though, transfers around his ankles. He's going to be relying on his teammates to trade out those kills, and trade out those kills, they do exactly that. It's going to be Mickey, it's going to be Major C that are combining for those kills. 12 and 5 from Mickey. She's not slowed down at all. 90s babies outslaying by a good amount of kills currently, but the scoreline is very, very close and could set us up for what we expect to see more of throughout this series. A close game, not much between these 2 sides. There are seeds 7 and 8 coming into playoffs. And they are showing why. They are both in winners finals currently. It's going to be tied 57 apiece going over to our final hill. It's not quite. They got off the hill just a bit too early as it's shooters trying to play for these back spawns, but it's spotted by Major C. So a big kill coming down on the time as well. Dudox is stunned. Harry wins a huge one-on-one gunfight. The back spawns are going to remain blue. The time remains blue as well. So all the players are going to have to try and jump in over the top of the time. A few of them are going to come through. Mickey's still alive. Dudox not able to find that final bullet onto her, and the way Mickey's been shooting, I wouldn't be surprised if she runs away with a kill. She's not going to get the kill, but did enough to wait for her teammates there to be able to help her out. And she's now with that AR in hand, going to take out the trophy, but she gets taken out as Scooter and Skovic again. 22 kills combined, and they combined for a couple 4 deads already. So there's the sub pressure that the meme team can provide in this Colossus. But as we end the first rotation here, the game that's been pretty much back forth, tied throughout. Meme team have really run away with this P4 time, and they've not had the back spawns for the majority of it either. So a good hold from the front of the time means they're going to have a 26-point lead going into the rest of this, as 90 Babies just about hit that 6-7 point mark, and they're looking to progress on through and get a bit more time on this P1 hill. The back of Harry with his 15th kill of the game, top kill in the lobby now, as it's just Joel that's really starting to keep struggling. Major struggling as well. Snaro answers for these subs, Skovic and Shooter. Shooter living up to his name, although is more of an even mark compared to his sub compadre, and is dealt with in the back. So as much of the time it is going to remain uncontested for momentarily before Joel gets on it. You can see the 90s Babies have got those back spawns though. That is exactly what they needed. Make sure to get as much time on this P1 as you can, but make sure you're blocking for P2, which is a bit more of a money hill than this scrappy P1, although you can hear a trophy still in around that time as well. The kills are still coming back and forth. Skovic is trying to sneak through the statue, and with the help of Nata, they're going to be able to break 2 kills through P1 and statue. You may just see is absolute on that time. He's dealt with pretty efficiently. It's all going to be down to Joel in the back stairwell, as he's the only man alive for his team. 2 kills come through, but they're getting chowed out the back, and that is going to be meme teams blocking the back spawns from the staircase as well. Although there was a slight spit from Skovic, so he is going to be able to get one, maybe put some bullets in for Major for a second, but he doesn't need to. His team's already dealt with him on the time, and 90s Babies have that back spawn again on the rotation, but are pretty quickly broken soon after. And that's been the story of a lot of their hills so far. You've seen it now on 2 P2s and on a P4. They have the back spawns get broke pretty quickly. Meme team able to pick up the majority of their time. 90s Babies need to answer back quickly on this next P3 hill. They're still fighting for the scrap of gold though. They are now eventually going to give it up with just leaving Joel to kind of roam around P1, play for any cut-off kills. He knows there's 2 people here. He's now sitting 3. He's able to take 1 to the grave with him and leave the rest up to his team. A good stun there from Major's going to slow down any push from Dudox. He does snap onto the head of Dudox there, picks up the kill. Hellstorm is being invested now by Skovic. It's not potentially going to be good for any kills as he sees his team there. He's going to just crash it into water. He actually somehow kills Dudox there. I'm interested to know how he's done that. But the kills are coming back and forth. Checkerboard kill feed. A mix of blue and yellow, but a split push is coming in here as you've got Skovic to keep an eye on out the back of blue. He's going to get dealt with by 2 of the 90s Babies players, but the time is just contested with no tunnel control as well. Shooter's got a free one to run straight through, kill Joe off for the other side of the time, and with 20 seconds left, you can already see it, Nata blocking those back deep spawns, enabling his team to keep spawning there and have a good setup for this new hill. 90 Babies do hit that 100-point mark at a crucial time, keeping the score within about 50. They have no pressure whatsoever towards this new hill, and with their furthest most pushed up player being shut down, their second most pushed up player being shut down there, a big kill from Shooters shut down Joel through the tunnel. It's going to be 4 from the front. Having to try and break this time, but it's Shooter still pushed out, having an unbelievable map so far. 21 and 20 for him. Everyone on the 90s Babies has slowed down a little bit in slaying. They were the team that at the start were out slaying massively. The meme team must have been at least 8 kills, whereas now you're probably looking at the meme team that have just got a slight numerical advantage in terms of the slaying. And only 15 seconds left. The more important advantage for them here is that 100-point lead that they're trying to extend it to here, with Mickey only pistol in hand. To have to chow 2 players off that time, Meme Team will reach the 200-point mark and be ever so close to having a 100-point advantage over the top of the 90s babies here. And this is kind of not the map that we anticipated, especially based on how the first 3 hills had played out, with it being 50 apiece going to that P4. Meme Team have absolutely run away with it ever since. Dudok's shooter again, the sub slaying power, has been way too strong. And the 90s babies need to be more than flawless now to be able to see this map number 1 go in their favour, as Joel is able to get 2 towards Statue, but with 3 health he has to try and hop up. They're getting so much time off of this P1. They've already lost out to 40 seconds on this P1 that Meme Team have got, pretty much. With more kills coming through the front, the nades and stuns are in. Look how deep those spawns are behind Snater. The split spawns are now in as well. Meme Team take map number 1 in emphatic fashion, 250 to 106, and I don't think many people saw that one coming in the fashion it did. This is the time where you'd love to have the CDL style production of kind of the graph that shows that the score at different points after each hill, just to really show the dominance of Meme Team after that first rotation is finished. I don't think 90s baby would have got more than 30 points, as you see there. Joel, Madge really struggling. They're the 2 players you kind of be looking at for this 90s babies team, particularly on a map like Colossus, to maybe step it up. Madge did get 3k damage, but he could not compete with the Meme Team in that scenario. I'm fanning around with the chat. I've accidentally pinned a message for some reason. There we go. Let's fix that. But yeah, confirmation again of that map number 1 is going to be the Meme Team. Take it. We'll update the logo and all that lovely stuff now. There is the Meme Team's logo, firmly placed onto map number 1. Don't know if we're going to have a switch a host or anything, so let's wait and see what's going on there. I've just given myself a jump scare and a half, haven't I? Turn the music up all the way, didn't I? Yeah, they're a Nunk team for sure, Vent mate. They are a Nunks team. We don't care. Right, who do we think is going to win map number 2? Let's get a prediction on the cards. Meme Team 90s babies. One team's going to have to do it. 90s babies will be hoping to maybe start looking at a Neslo with how strong their hard point had seemed there. Just need to go change the team names over, as the teams are going to swap and the podcast settings are broke, so we have to back out to do all that lovely stuff. There we go. Right, players look like they are almost ready to get Raid S&D underway. I think we saw 90 Babies play Raid in their last series. I do actually think it was the S&D that they took. I'm pretty sure it was a map 5 that they won on a Raid S&D in their previous series. One of their 2 previous series. It might have been the one against Havoc Shadows. Mate, if you're top 250 at 33, that is passion, because I can't even get to Crim 2 at the age of 25, so that just goes to show the skill gap. But of course, 90s babies are in Division 9 of AEL, so not the highest of skill categories, but they have their moments, don't they? Especially, Major C, he's the X factor for this team, as we are going to be heading into the S&D now. Just need to switch around those 2 lovely logos like that. There we go. So, still a broken scoreboard, but this time it's the other way around. And yes, Shroom, I would love to do that. I would love to do that, as the music needs to go off. Sorry, Wiz and Snoop, but we're going to be watching some Call of Duty rather than listening to your lovely tune. slow. Both teams feeling each other out here. You got a yellow wall set up on one side of the map, a blue wall set up on the other side of the map, and no one's really trying to cross that no man's land just yet. Shooter starting to edge his way through towards rings. He has a great line of sight onto Mickey, who gets dealt with by Skovic through Zig there. So a line of sight I'll be honest, didn't really know existed or I've ever seen used. But it's opened up the map completely now. First Blood gone the way of Meme Team, just like if you just joined us, like my mate Shroomcast. First Blood did go the way of the Meme Team, sorry, in this series. Although Madge answers up, back on the AR, which we're used to him having. So we saw a sniper here from Skovic in towards Kirch. It's going to be Dudox with that. Oh no, sorry, Nato with that kill. It was Dudox earlier on that got the kill through mid, not Skovic. Again, the broken kill feed's not helped me out there at all, as Madge is dealt with by Dudox again. That's 2 with a sub for him in the round, and Joel left in the 1v3. Has info on where Bomb is, has info on Dudox. Not the right weapon of choice, doesn't get the timing going up the stairs, and Dudox 3 in the first round, carrying on momentum from Meme Team in map number 1. And they are looking very, very good so far. Offensive round goes their way, and 90s Babies will be looking to kind of try and deal with that relatively early on, rather than it going later on into the game without being answered. That water tasted horrific, and I don't know if that's me being ill or the water actually just tasting horrific, but it's one of the two. As you can see, 90s Babies taking the bomb potentially towards B here, although it's a slow one from Mickey, as Harry with the car bomb is able to get a first blood and gets great shots onto Nata for a second, and a stun check comes over the top. Dudox is getting relatively aggressive, pushed up into this corner now. He's going to slow things down. 90s Babies thinking they have got the map control here, as Madge has a big one-on-one. AR versus sub up close, but no bullet from Dudox was able to connect with Madge there. So a 4 versus 2. 90s Babies have slowed the pace down again, waiting to see if there's any tweaks coming from the Meme Team, and there it is. There's the strat call. They're going to wrap this bomb through their spawn to B, and at the same time, blind to their knowledge, Meme Team are going to be wrapping the spawn towards A. Checking out A, knowing that there was players set up in Laundry. Skovic snipe in hand as well, so not the ideal weapon of choice. If he could find a gun on the floor, it could be useful. Bomb is going to be planted uncontested, so it's going to be a 2 versus 4 retake at the pool side of the map. It looks like Major C is in a position where he might be the one playing that basketball cross here, and if anyone peeks on the head glitches too soon, they are just going to get their head taken off. Madge laid on his side, paints me like one of your French girls, he says, but he is going to run away after not being able to finish up the kill and being tagged up massively himself. He runs into Skovic, or so we say Skovic runs into him, pistol in hand, and 90 Babies, without dropping a life, answer back with a very clean offensive round win of their own. So that's 2 round wins for the offensive team now in back-to-back rounds, and both in a 1v4 and 1v3 situation. So it seems like the team on offense are going to be strong. It could come all down to what team is going to win those defensive round wins on raid. Are we going to see smoke grenades played, especially with the sniper that is being deployed, although we haven't actually seen Skovic get into it, although he is now going to put that sniper away, as we mentioned. It is Harry or Mickey often have a sniper for the 90s Babies, but it seems like they're going to keep them firmly away for now. And you know, back to the traditional ARs and SMGs. Interested to see, oh, another nade over the top. This time it is Major C that lands it onto Dudox. That's back-to-back rounds that we see the 90s Babies open things up with the nades, and if you cast your mind back to the start of that map 1, it was the 90s Babies actually that had brilliant utils and got about 6 kills within that P1, all with nades. So their utils are strong, and it's working to their advantage so far, forcing a 3 versus 4 retake of this A bomb site. But luckily for Skovic, the bomb is in the hand as well. Madge is really isolated all by himself over here. You got 2 players in kitchen holding hands that now kind of watching this back spawn push through as Mickey slides across, gets some bullets tagged up. Harry with the watching over his teammate. Great teamwork there, combining for the kill. And another 1 versus 3. This time it's Nata versus 3 of the 90s Babies, who look to take the lead for the first time in this map number 2. And he's just starting to get pinned in, isn't he? It's like a pack of lions chasing their prey. They're just trying to keep him pinned in, not give anything to him, and Mickey rips him off the heady there. He had to start to chal off. A big kill from her. Great work from her to kind of bait for Harry around the back of Laundry there and enable him to pick up a kill. There's a really hard retake of Laundry, but the 90s Babies have done it well. Playing slow, playing the head glitch that they are, and trying to bait Meme Team into going to them. And that's exactly what they've done. 3 players without a kill in the opening 3 rounds across the 2 boards. The miseries of Joel Ball series seems to be compiling on, although he does typically isolate himself on the S&D, playing away from his teammates. We are seeing a smoke grenade invested. I think that was by the 90s babies, it was, so it's going to be Madge that had the smoke grenade there, just smoked out Kitch. But all that has done is actually give complete mid control to Meme Team. It's going to be Dudox and Skovic. They tried to get pushed up through mid, and again, Dudox pushed up into this same place. And Harry in the windows, tagged up and backed up now. Only been hit once, but is getting hunted out by the subs here. Madge gets some info, snaps onto one there before the wallbang comes in for the trades. And all of a sudden, the game slows down again. 3 versus 3. Although someone who hasn't slowed down is this man, Dudox. He's really hitting that back garage. He spotted 17 HP in a dream. But now, Harry, look at all 3 yellow arrows are trying to kill Harry out the back here. Harry knows that. He gives the info to his team. And look at this play from Mickey. Bomb in hand, able to recoup it all the way out towards B. Joel knows that this side of the map is clear. They're going to back up together and kind of play it from the Meme Team side of the map off spawn. What a way it would be for Joel to get his name on the board in this game if it can be to help his team win a 2 versus 3 retake and take a 3-1 lead. There it is. There's the first blood. 30 seconds left on the clock. Info comes in for Skovic inside of basketball. Mickey wins that one. So it's now Mickey and Joel. Smoke grenade invested. Mickey has actually run over the top of him. I think they've seen each other or heard each other. And Mickey wins 2 through the back of basketball. A player that started off very hot in that map number 1. She's continuing it here as 90s babies win 3 rounds on the trot. Mickey picks up 2 in the 2 versus 3. Great play from the 90s babies there to know that Harry was completely pinned in his spawn. They were hunting him out and they just used that time to get map control, push up away from them, get that bomb down for free. And then from there, Meme Team were not able to trade out Joel and Mickey. 4 streak for her. She's actually earned a Hellstorm based on the fact she's got 2 plants in the last 2 rounds as well. So that could come into play later on as she's waiting for those nades to go off before she's going to chow around the corner. Skovic back with that sniper in hand. He has shot it, so Joel and the 90 babies are aware that there is a sniper towards B currently. They will not be aware that Shooter is also here with the bomb just yet. You can see how patient they're being now as Major actually is going to be able to open things up with the first blood. You can see him there, ring to bottom of R. He's able to get that kill. Another first blood goes their way. Shooter now with bomb is trying to get pushed up, but he's getting shot by 2 players. That's going to be Harry. It's going to be Joel that actually is going to finish off the kill and force another 2 versus 4. Skovic again, sniper in hand, not the ideal weapon of choice. Mickey picks him off. It's now a 1 versus 4. Dudox is able to get 1. He is going to regen. I think Joel has some information that he's inside the T-key based on the way he's playing, but Dudox runs into a smoke on the mid stairs here. Tags up Madge, but is somehow able to get away. Sees Mickey, tags her up as well. Unlucky to not get either of those 2 kills. Chow's Madge, but Madge has got the weapon of choice there. He's got the AR in hand, and 90s babies 4 in a row now. Still with a Hellstorm in pocket, and another clean round win. We asked for a bounce back after an emphatic map 1 win for Meme Team, and this is it for sure. You just got to close it out from here. I'm sure the man you're listening to cast this game is familiar with losing S&Ds from 4-2 up. It is 4-1 for them. Shooter, after how well he did in that map number 1, is unable to get on the board yet in terms of kills. He's got 2 assists to his name, but no real EKIA. As we're seeing the 90s babies smoke out Kitchen again, but they're playing slow. Look at this. You're seeing an absolute flurry of yellow arrows in towards P5. And they deal with Joel, who pinched through pillars and got an early pick there. That one was straight out of the training ground. Smash gets info onto 1. Again, 2 versus 2. So the trades are efficient from Meme Team in this round. They're not allowing 90s babies to get a kill and get away. As another kill comes through. This time it will not be traded out. And again... Oh no, sorry. It's actually going to be Nata that wins that one onto Harry, apologies. So it's Mickey that's in the 1 versus 2 situation. The 2 Meme Team players are slightly split. If she checks that window again like she has a minute ago, she could get info onto player 3. Dudox out the front of, onto that van. She's not going to. Here's the weapon switch as well, but not going to. She does win the first though, 1 versus 1. Dudox, last one alive. Dudox trying to go round the back. He'll spot Mickey and does close out the kill as Mickey was still weak from that first gunfight. All about timings there, and sadly for Mickey, it did not go her way. Able to get the first. The weapon reload gave away her position there, and where she was still tagged up. 2 bullets was all that Scovich needed, with the NPC up close as well. So everything was kind of in his favour for that gunfight. Nonetheless, 4 rounds to 2. Shooter still yet to go on the board, 0-6. You're not going to be wanting to watch this one back in a hurry, is he? We can see an A push from the meme team on offense. The smoke is invested. Madge here's the smoke. Debates whether just to fully back up or to invest here. Is now the Hailstorm. This is a difference maker so far that could have come into play, and it's probably not going to get any kills as it is going to be crashed into the wall. The meme team players decided to hide under cover, as you of course would with the Hailstorm over the top. What it does do is give information and map control to the 90s babies. So they knew the one was inside the laundry and the rest were pushed out towards ring. And off that first blood from Joel Ball, it seemed to be a bit of a collapse coming through from the 90s babies. But Mickey and Harry trade them out efficiently. And that leaves Scovich in a 1 versus 2. Shooter was able to pick up his first kill of the game in amidst the chaos and the flurry of gunfights that happened as the bomb was going down. Harry caught with his pants down off of the head glitch. Tags Scovich up, waiting for the trade for Mickey, but she's not able to get those final bullets to deal the damage. And with 15 seconds left, the bomb being down, the understanding that the retake needs to happen. 8 seconds now. Scovich, he's just going to hop the bomb. Is Mickey going to be able to see his feet? That's a dead body's feet, Mickey. That's not Scovich, although that is. He's one shot again, but he's got away with his life through pillars as well. And I wonder if he's going to be able to see the bomb from where he's planted it for there, or is he going to have to wrap around mid? It's a game of cat and mouse now until the information is out. The weapon switch could give out audio cues to Scovich, but Mickey's going to opt to go back through her spawn and guess is wrong on this occasion. 20 seconds left. Scovich just needs to make sure Mickey cannot defuse that bomb. And it looks like he is going to come out on top in this round as Scovich spots Mickey. Mickey does not spot Scovich. And with 7 seconds left, Scovich is just going to check the bomb, sees Mickey's not on it, and Mickey somehow still alive. I don't know how. I still don't know how Mickey's alive. I don't know how either player's alive here. Neither of them have died. The pistol fight comes in, but the bomb's been detonated, so the round's going to end and save the embarrassment of the gunfight going on for any longer. And Meme Team, from 4-1 down, bounce back for 2 wins in their own, and more importantly for them, the 90s babies have wasted the cruise missile. A Hellstorm was called. It didn't get any kills. It gave them information in the round, but sadly they still come out as losers in that round. As we hear someone emote, and that's Harry. Right, trophy invested from Madge through Zig, and again it's a very heavy mid push from the meme team. Look at this, player 2 and 3 already pushed up aggressively in P5. Nata pushed out of Kitch momentarily to go and check towards A, but it's Scovich that opens things up at B with the first blood onto Joel, who's trying to get pushed up towards that hot tub. Spotted on the cross. The 90s babies need to try and work a pick, and this man, dangerous with a sniper in his hand at times. He's not going to be seeing anyone just yet. The nade tried to get out the back door. Is going to get stuck in the window. Not going to connect. Meme team wasted half of the round. Well, I say wasted. They've kind of stopped the 90s babies, haven't they? They've slowed them right down as Nata is going to tag up Harry through the back of jungle, and laundry here as we're seeing Madge still trying to hit a bit of a pinch. He's got really bad time. Keep an eye on your minimap, player 192 and Madge very close to each other momentarily there, but Major still here in back laundry. Will he spot in basketball? He will, but the info's in on both players now. Will Harry be able to help out his teammate through jungle potentially? Nata wide chows, the snipe is in. 3 versus 3 now. Dudox looking for Major C, knowing he's still out the back somewhere. I don't know if these two players have spotted each other or not. Is it going to be Mickey that falls on that bomb site? Harry now falls, and that leaves this man in a 1 versus 3 with 20 seconds on the clock. The bomb is being defused by Skovic as well, and the bomb is not planted in an ideal situation for Madge. He's going to have to chow, but it's too late as Skovic had already hopped the bomb. Shooter comes through and helps his teammate out and gets the kill. And 3 rounds now on the bounce from Meme Team. Level the score back up at 4 apiece. As here is confirmation of Shooter's final kill. Onto Major. A sub up close, Challenger already weakened. Major see with a pistol in hand. It was a gunfight, he should always come out on top him. (4-4). Madge having a much more difficult game out of him compared to what we saw in that map 1. Trying to help rally the troops. Got a smoke in his hand, but on the defensive side we might not see him really use that, as he thought he had a smoke there momentarily. Not used to running a smoke grenade him. It's going to be Shooter though. It's already pushed up quite aggressively into Laundry here. Harry does know that though and loses that fight. Shooter has got the weapon of choice. The pre-fire coming through just in case of a quick reach-out is not going to connect or land with anyone as Madge tags him up again. Mickey just watching the Laundry stairs to make sure her teammate cannot be chowed, although teammate was chowed but from a different way. Joel gets a big gunfight through mid as well, so it's a 2 versus 3. Make that 1 versus 3 for Nato, who gets the first, and Madge wise to back away, kind of wait for him and Joel to kind of regroup, play the 1 versus 2 retake. With 30 seconds, the bomb is still down, although Joel loses that gunfight. Nato rips him. Will he live to regret that, as Nata's looking to convert a 1 versus 3 into a round win for the Meme Team. Look how close these players are. They're not going to get info into each other though, as Nata doesn't check into P5, and Madge was very securely hidden there. And with only 10 seconds left, Madge is going to wrap through pillars. They're going to find each other. Neither player on the bomb. Madge spots him. Nata, 5 seconds, knows he can't get the kill anymore. The bomb, has to chow, and Madge saves not only the 90s babies, but Joel from the agony of almost costing in a 1 versus 3. Now we can start talking again, because Joel had enough time while watching this back to then kind of defend himself for challenging that gunfight. But Madge saves his bacon and stops the rut that kind of the Meme Team have been on. 3 rounds on the bounce. No Hellstorms earned though. The 90s babies at least have that positive from the Meme Team, winning those 3 rounds on the bounce. And there's only now 1 more needed from the 90s babies, to level up our series at 1 apiece. As we've seen the nades coming over. I mean, it's good for a tag, as Joel's going aggressive through pillars. This is a good play from him. He's able to get the first onto Skovic. This is the first round in a very long time we've seen Meme Team not really play for P5 control. They've really been double and triple stacking it a lot of this map, but the one time they don't, Joel is able to get through and he wins that fight. Harry gets one through to Laundry as well, before Dudox answers back with a kill of his own. So a 2 versus 4 made into a 2 versus 3. Both yellow arrows holding hands, playing together. Bomb is just going to be planted by the 90s babies safely for Laundry, and that they should all now start to think about regrouping, backing up together, and just making sure the bomb checks come through. As Joel, did he see Shooter's head on that driveway? He will now. So the info is in on one, the info is in on both players for the 90s babies, so it's all going to come down to these gunfights. Mickey gets caught out in a bad spot. Harry over the top of the AR is able to get a few shots into one, but Joel and Skovic in two, he's in between 2 gunfights here. He's got to take one of them. He takes one but loses it. Shooter though traded out. 15 seconds left. Harry needs to just check that bomb. He's going to get chowed. He's going to get chowed, and Skovic wins that fight. Dropped the bomb momentarily. Picks it straight back up and should get the defuse off. Unless he lets go a square again. The defuse is in. And a 2 versus 3 retake. Meme Team. A big round from them. We've gone to a round number 11 now. Let's have a quick tally up of the kills. 11, 18, 26, 18, 24, 32 for the 90s babies. So you're going to see 90s babies on defense in this round. And we're going to be seeing the Meme Team on offense. And will we have some round 11 nerves in how these players are playing? Or are we going to see some very aggressive Meme Team SMGs through P5 like we've seen for the majority of this map? A lot to play for. We've not really seen any team just bang out B yet. This might be the time to do it if you're Meme Team. it's not. Smoke is still in the hands of Skovic. The players are still set up through mid and Zig, and you've got Harry and Mickey on the other side of things getting the information for their side. And look, here we talked about it, didn't we? The round 11 nerves. Such a big map for both teams here. Meme team, if you just joined us, taking the first map 1-0. So this would take them 2-0 up in the winners' final, one map away from a spot in your Division 9 Grand Finals. You can feel that nerves and the tension here as it's going to be Madge and Harry, that were challenging these two players coming through mid. Mickey's there as well. They was lose out on the first, but Mickey answers back with a kill. Mickey's had to give up this laundry completely. Joel's still playing towards B in the corner. Not going to get anything, although will he get the one on mid? Says that's a huge kill to shut down Skovic. Sub in hand as well for Skovic. That gives Joel both weapon choices here now, but 2 versus 3 with 30 seconds to go. The smoke grenade player has died for the 90s babies as well, so it's going to have to be just through from the gunfight. Mickey Whitechow's falls. Joel gets the trade, falls, but Harry comes through with the final kill onto Nater, who's gone 10 and 10, which is a mental scoreline in the S&D. And after losing a 1 versus 1 in the round number 10, Harry comes out on top in the round 11, 1v1, and then 90s babies from 4-1 up go to 4-4, then lose to go 5-4, but they do win in the end. A tight one there. Bums will have been clenched for sure across that round, especially when you die first in the round. Your bum will be clenched for what's going to happen with the rest of your team in that round, but they will be happy. Shroomcod has lost a lot of channel points. That's not great. Shroom, for you? 9.4k channel points have gone just like that. As we see, I think we're going to have a little bit of a change of host in between the two maps here, as we're going into the rest of our series. The 90s babies level things up and set themselves up potentially for a Neslo, and definitely set themselves up to try and take this series again. Just think about that meme team, 1 kill away. It's pain, isn't it? 1 kill away from a 2-0 lead in this series. But they did so well to claw their way back into the game. Just a side note, as we're waiting for this next game to start, I've just seen in an AEL ticket that Katana Heffy is on a Monicam, guys. Game is gone. Joe, I'll be real. I don't know why you're challenging that. Like, tag him up, you're in the TV1. Back down. That guy's got you every day of the week because of the wall. But Madge luckily clutched up that round. It was a 1v3 that you almost trolled as a team, so I think you should be pleased and thanking that Madge was there. But I do look forward to seeing your facial expression after losing that gunfight. Right, ladies and gents, map 3 is underway. So let's hop on board with the teams here. It's going to be 90s babies that are going to be on the left now, and it's going to be Mean Team on your right hand side of the scoreboard here. Then Overload, you're going to have the ball start in mid. It's going to go, if it gets captured once, it's going to spawn out towards the left side of the map on P3, and then of course, be captured again. It's going to spawn to the roof side of the map there, and that's where teams really get stuck on this map, is when the ball spawns for the third time, and how do you try and attack it. Well, on this one, it's going to be a pretty standard push. You can send 2 towards P3, 2 towards mid, and hope for the best. The gunfight's going to come through. It's going to be Dudox that wins the first one. We've not got a broken scoreboard this time for the first time tonight, so kill feed is going to be perfect. It makes my life easier. Is Harry the only one on the 90s babies to get a kill on that first wave? Gets 2 big kills. The ball is not in possession of either team. However, Shooter is already pushed up for the Meme Team here before inevitably, hopefully, is then traded by Madge and by Joel, combining on the subs there. Skovic through mid, really looking for more pressure, trying to shut down the players coming through. He's able to get one up to Sofa. Harry through the top window there is not going to be spotted by him, and there's 3 90s babies kills. So you're going to be looking at them now to try and get this ball and take it out towards Major C, who outrageously wins a big gunfight there onto Dudox in the window, now waiting for his team, trying to push this back bookcase. He's going to lose the first. Harry, though, on a bit of a pinch on a 5 spree, finally falls, so he's not going to get any Hellstorm off of that. The nades and the stuns are coming through, but Mickey, only with the pistol in hand, isn't going to be able to get much going here, as she's actually been jowled by Shooter and his pistol after the kill through onto Joel. But the ball is still in their hands. They've not died with the ball, so it's still coming through. You've got 3 fighting from the front. One is trying to pinch through mid. Just going to be Joel, who does actually win a big one on the pinch. Don't normally like playing the pinch in those situations, because it really leaves your team vulnerable for a counter-attack. But it does work for 1 kill, but sadly for him, 4 down in the feed for the Meme Team. Even got a team kill in there as a 5 in the feed at one point there. A Shooter on a 6 spree now. Shut down out the back window. Joel is going to get the first. Looking for more as the pressure still coming in this time. Harry loses a big gunfight there to Skovic, who had just got his pistol in his hand there, as the ball is down in a bit of a stalemate spot between these 2 teams. Of course, it's now going to reset towards P1, which you've already got Dudox pushed out of, and challenging Harry up close. But Harry wins a big one. He wins a second as well. 10 and 3 from him. We saw how dominant he was at the start of that hardpoint map number 1. He seems like he's doing something very similar here. Mutefield pops. He's got that annoying beeping noise in his ear, but he'll be as silent as a mouse while doing so. And this looks like it's going to be a 90s babies cap off the back of a couple big Major C kills out through the back. Mickey might be 1 of 5, but she's got 1 in the important Overload captures column there as she walks it in, and that's a good capture with 2 minutes still on the clock. We're now going to see all over P2, which is still 90s babies kind of colour control over here, although Dudox wins 2 big fights to shut down Major with that ball, and even puts a few bullets into Mickey to slow down whatever she was planning on doing next. So the players have really got to look for these fights towards P3, sorry. Meme Team out on top first, but trades are starting to come through. A right chow from Harry, but when you're shooting like that, you can chow however you like, because there's a 2-piece from him looking for more. Almost gets that one onto Skovic as well, but with 17 HP, he should be traded out by Mickey, and is traded out as the ball is going to just be down in that mid-cut area. And re-wrapping towards the left-hand side of the map again. Joel's going to be the first person that has to deal with a player here, and it's going to be one in the back spawn who deals with Mickey. Oh my god, Joel. The NPC. Rico is still a bit all over the place at times, and he's able to get 1 before being traded. Skovic just looking to walk the ball in. He gets a kill onto Mickey as well. Skovic, 11 and 7 from him. It's only really Harry on the side of the 90s babies. Joel's almost at that 10 kill mark, but Harry with 17 kills with a minute still on the clock. As we've seen the ball picked up from roofs and wrapped around completely towards A. And this is the kind of play that I like from teams. Don't just try and choke your way through B and through into that P2 building. Get that ball and just wrap it through mid, wrap it through your spawn. Get it towards that A point, which is a lot easier, or sorry, the B point for that side of the map to capture. this P3 side of the map is a lot easier to funnel players through and get the map control rather than just back and forth through the roofs. As Nata unlucky there to get that team kill onto Shooter and then loses the one himself. You not have the confidence Shooter was going to win that, and with Harry frying again, that's 19, a slow 3 down. Only one player alive from Meme Team, and he's pushed out into sofas now. So the map control for the ball and for a potential capture is actually going to be all Meme Team here. It's going to need to be a huge play from Mickey, who's stunned. She's not going to be able to get any kills. Another capture in the depth of the game comes through. Harry gets his 20th kill in the round, but Meme Team from 1-0 down bring it back now to 2-1 in the first round of Overload. As I'm going to take the half-time break to take a minute to myself, as I've got stage 7 man flu. There we go, that's much better. We are back. Now, 90s babies, and particularly Mickey Madge here, and he's looking to try and step it up for this second half. They've had control for the majority of the opening 2 minutes, but we're only able to get one capture along the line. If you just joined us, it is 1-all map count, so the winner of this is going to take the lead in the series. Meme Team were already in lead after map number 1. That was definitely a smoke grenade thrown by Madge. The players look like they're carrying on, so let's carry on as well. Doesn't look like the smoke grenade actually affected too much, and the ruling would probably just be a replay from the start of this round anyway, so looks like the players are just going to continue. We are going to have to give the yellow card though to Major C for the smoke grenade throw, of course. But it's 3 down. Mickey on a 4 streak now. We asked her to step things up going into this second half, and she started off very well. Harry though not going to check his back. Oh my god, the hip fire coming through there. Connects with a few shots, but Mickey collateral damage through the back of Harry being shot as well, as Major falls. It's now just all down to Joel to try and stop this push. And look at this. It's being wrapped through the other side of the map now. It's going to be a roof push from the Meme Team. Big kill to shut down Shooter through the server side of the map there. And there's Harry sub in hand. He's got the AR in hand as well. He's got an aid in his hand now. He's got everything in his hands. There's a song about that. The whole world in his hands. I'm sure it was. He's got the whole world in his hands, not Harry has. But either way, Joel regroups that EMP. Was able to wrap it out towards the left side of the map, but waiting for his team to get the control, and that's exactly what they've done. You've got Madge making a storm through mid, but he's going to get shut down by the sub of, or the AR, sorry, of Skovich playing that deep left corner. Mickey falls now as well. He's going to leave Joel again in this spot all by himself, pistol in hand. Not going to be able to do too much, but he has been able to pick up yards. It's a team nade from Madge onto Joel. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Madge was able to trade out his own teammate. But again, it's Skovich. He's starting to step up a bit like Harry in the slaying department now. Both players jostling for that 25 kill mark very quickly. Mickey, much better half from her. Already got 9 kills in this half alone. But the score remains 2-1. Meme Team still in the lead. 90s babies need to try and get the ball and wrap it to the left side of the map here. That's the way you're going to be able to get the point, rather than just trying to force your way through sofas and try and play for the spawn trap kills. They need to get that ball, get it away, and then reset, then play for the kills. So you've got 3 players all stacked up towards P1. Mickey has got the entire team of Meme challenging her through the sofas. Joel's then going to try and get the trades, but he's going to fall. Harry onto P1. Answers back, and Meme Team, you'll be quite happy to keep doing this at the minute. Just getting the trades, checkerboard kill feed. No one's going to have the ball in possession or pushed out towards the back spawns, as Joel hit a bit of a pinch. It's not going to be good for any, as the players are finally dealt with through sofas, but they have known from Joel hitting that pinch. P2 was open momentarily. Mickey going to try and chow through the back, wiggles away through the doorway, but is killed by the 2 Meme Team players on defense. Leave Madge in the back. Almost wins a huge one onto Skovich there, who's got Hellstorm now as well. This could be something that's important as this round goes on. They're going to just camp the ball, let it reset back to P1, but it's a risky play when you don't have P1 control. It's going to be Joel that's pushed out in it, but the 90s babies had opted to try and go through roofs and down to the EMP before it reset. Minute left on the clock now. Harry's put bullets into every single player out that back door, but isn't going to be able to connect with any of them. Bit of a pinch maybe needing to come through now from Harry around the back. This is exactly what they're relying on to get the pinch, the checkerboard feed. Only one player alive, it's Shooter, he falls. This should be a capture for the 90s babies. Mickey for a second goal of the game. Takes it home in a minute on the clock. They've got complete control of the side of the map they need to go for the relay capture here and take a 3-2 lead. But sadly for them, both players fall in the back spawn. Joel worried about this full pinch, and I would be too as Skovic. Keep an eye on him on your minimap. He's going to be very important as this next wave of kills come through. He's going to actually double up mid with Nate now, so he's going to stop trying to play for those spawn kills as much, potentially, although he's now out the back, so 90s babies need to be aware of that, where they spawn. What does that mean for the meme team pressure? Although that's a huge fight from Joel. He wins it. He's actually going to be able to get... Oh, Skovic. The final bullet, Joel. Must have been his backpack on show. Not much of him was showing out towards the back, but Madge is still staying out in their spawn with 10 seconds to go. Can Madge still be staying out? Madge turns and burns onto one. Can they pick up the ball? They've left the ball behind. He's going to have to stay pushing out and get more kills. He's going to fall off of that 6 spree. It's Joel that comes in with the trade. Mickey, ball in hand. Can she just run past them? She tries to. She debated to go for the pistol kill or just to slide past and try and get the cap. She did a bit of both, and she will fall. 90s babies are very patient round there. They broke meme team down ever so slowly, one bit at a time. But we have gone to a regulation draw. So we're going to be looking for the team to capture as quick as possible. That sets a time limit for the other team to try and beat that. Based on the opening 2 rounds, we've seen a capture, but after 2.5 minutes both times. In the first round, and after 4 minutes in the second round. So it's anyone's guess as to how quick or how slow, should we say, we might see this first capture come through. As we can see, again, it's Skovic. Keep an eye on him, having that pinch through P2. He's actually got bad timing. Harry's run up the stairs. He's jumped down the bottom at the exact same time. They're going to have to try and converge on him out the back here. Madge will fall. Harry's hunting him out and pre-fires his shot, but it's not going to be any good as Skovic wins another huge fight. 32 kills for him across this map. Number 3. Joel spots him. No, he doesn't. Joel did not see his head on that head glitch. It's going to be still Skovic in this back garage. They're going to try to take the ball to him as well. This is going to be a free capture within 45 seconds. And that is all from Skovic. Hitting that pinch through P2 early on in the roofs. Getting a good kill on Madge in the back. And then he was able to get another one, make it another 2 after he dealt with Joel on the back stairs. They just couldn't get him. They were solo challenging the 90s babies, trying to get him out of their base. And here we are seeing exactly what Skovic did here. Harry with the pre-cum of the shots there. Joel then didn't spot him out the back garage. Madge off a spawn, as you see his name there, wasn't quick enough. He didn't spawn in quick enough to be able to trade him. And 90s babies have got 44 seconds to get this capture over the line. This is going to need to be a bang out through mid and through the left side of the map. Maybe even a pinch from Mr. Ball with the sub. Well, let's have a look. So, all through mid, 2 through the left side of the map. If they can open this up left side of the map here, Madge can get the kill. Madge can now start to go and think about playing for that spawn trap, but the problem is the players are being stunned, naded. There's no pressure through P1 to be able to get the ball. Madge dies out of the spawn as well, so there's not going to be good. Remember, EMP in hand doesn't extend the timer in overtime. He has only got 15 seconds now to get this ball and get it away. Harry's dealt with. It's not looking ideal for the 90s babies, especially when Skovic calls in a hellstorm. Although Madge does get 2. EMP is in sofas. 5 seconds to go. It is not over and done with yet. Can the EMP go over the line? Mickey, so close, yet so far. She crawled in just after the timer. Another 3-4 seconds. That could have been the 90s babies map win. But just like that, map number 2, map number 3 has gone right down to the wire, gone all the way to the end. And how that could have been slightly different if they were able to deal with Skovic in the back. But just like that Colossus, Skovic is proving to be an absolute menace in this game. And they're going to have to deal with him again in one more respawn. This time it's going to be a Scar hardpoint. Maybe one that's slightly harder for him to get Mixie in, with it being a slightly larger map. But based on what I've seen from Skovic now, I would be thinking he has definitely got the potential to go and do that on his side, as we're going to fix what we didn't do before. Where are we? Here. There we go. We didn't put the 90s Babies map in. We didn't confirm it. There we go. There it is. 2-1. Confirmation of where we are currently. Fucking bitch ball. Let's do this, yeah. Gamble in my life, yeah. The Kiwi. Kiwi is here. Hello, mate. How were the LCQs the other day? I watched you on a gridlock play against some like Saudis on like 97 ping that looked really fun to play. Diablo. Hang up, bros, yeah. I can knock him twice, yeah. Took part, didn't take over. Diablo. Alright, ladies and gents, we're not going to have to wait too much longer. Map number 4 is underway. I forgot to do the predictions. Let's quickly squeeze one in. I was too busy watching Heffy's money cam, because I think it's funny that he's on a money cam. I'll give you 1 minute to predict on it. 30 seconds from when you hear me say this. And here we go. Map number 4, 90s Babies. Need to win this map to force a map 5 and to keep their hopes of going into guaranteeing themselves a grand final ticket. Meme Team are looking to book themselves the grand final ticket in 4 maps, sorry, as we're going to see Nata, and it's going to be Major C all through towards that side of the map. Am I tabbed in the game? I am. For some reason, it wouldn't let me switch. There we go. We're here now. It's going to be Meme Team that have got the early P1 control. 90 Babies all spawning towards that backside of green. The team names are the wrong way around at the top, so let's fix that. There we go. Nita, Skovic, you're going to be pushing towards that time. Another non-broken lobby, so kill feed is all correct in terms of everything that is going on in the kill feed. And it's going to be Joel trying to push through onto this P1 time. Gets good shots onto 1, but it's already 30 seconds lost now for the 90s Babies. And if you were here for map number 1, you know how much the Meme Team were able to run away on the second rotation of hills with all their hill time, and they'll be hoping, well, the 90s Babies will be hoping it won't be the same case here. Meme Team, on the other hand, will be looking forward to doing the exact same thing. But it's 4-0 from Skovic. He's yet to die so far. Make that 5-0 now. Skovic absolutely frying across all the maps in this series. Another man who's been frying Harry, but he's had a very slow start at 1-4. Madge at 0-4 as well. So you can kind of see why 90s Babies might be staring defeat in the barrel, in the face. Staring defeat in the face barrel. Something like that they're saying. That's a funny one to look back to. Trying to get some words out of here. But something that isn't so funny for the meme team is that Mickey is starting to heat up again. Just like she did at the start of that Colossus hard point, she's going to be AR over the top, getting all the kills down. She's got more than the rest of her team combined with 15 seconds to go. They need to give up this old time now and just go for new, play the reset, take the 30-40 point deficit that you're going to have here and get full map control. And Joel actually dying at old might benefit his team if they're able to get some kills towards new, but it's going to be Madge who falls first and Nata. The trade does come through from Harry. It's going to be Skovic. Pistol in hand for Harry. Does the business there. 3 kills blue in the feed. Joel trying to push out those back blue spawns. Waiting for his team, knowing there's someone here, but Nate is able to get 2, and they're the kind of trades that the meme team have just been getting this whole time. Even in the unwinnable positions, they're picking up 2 pieces and really pushing this 90s Babies team far back into their spawn and not allowing them to get pushed up onto the time. As again, another 40-point lead is reinstated, 71-31 before Harry is able to win that big fight on time and at least able to slow the push and hold for a second. But the kills instantly all yellow in the feed again. As soon as 90 Babies get 1-4 dead, the meme team just seems to get 2 or 3 waves of kills back. They've got to really prioritise these back blue spawns now. No one's blocking, and that's going to cause 2 people spawning out now from no one sitting deep behind blue. Especially that Mickey spawn out, so keep an eye on that pinch through the top here. It's going to be Shooter, the only man alive. They know where he is. He's been tagged up once. They know he's in top blue somewhere. He's trying to get Mixie, get lost in the source, and Madge is just going to ignore him for a second. Playing for the others' kills off spawn. A great play from him. He's going to pick 2. Nata, last one. You still got Shooter in top blue. He's not been dealt with yet. 14 bullets in that NPC. 90s Babies, a good hold on this time. Sound like you heard me with the 14 bullets there. He's reloaded his gun, but Harry, with that sub in hand, wins a huge fight in that hill. 20 seconds left. The 90s Babies, actually, if they hold on to the remainder of this time, could take the lead. But with the back spawns being yellow, Joel's got a lot of work to do on the time. He's able to get 1, but they are going to be more than happy with how they're able to bounce back in that P4. Played for those back spawns eventually. They then come out on top. Dudox, Skovic going to be fighting through towards the back here. It's going to be Major C playing deep towards that back truck. No one inside the top green yet, as Harry's going to be caught trying to hop up into it. The info's in. Joel's going to be dealt with. The sub on their team trying to get aggro and push out the lanes. Force those spawns to be relatively deep towards the kayak wall. I need to sneeze mid-conversation. Oh, what's happened? What have I missed? I've missed. Meme team get control of the back spawn and off the time initially. Harry's going to be blocking the back spawns just by kind of staring at it. So they need to deal with this one player that's left on time, but a Shooter, he almost pops a 2-piece. Mickey, through the mid-cart, is able to deal with him, and 90s Babies looking to try and get to the 100-point mark before we head to our second rotation of hills here on Scar. Oh, the block nose is really kicking up. But nothing's going to stop that. That's 2 goals coming through. Harry, Major, make it 3 now. Hill time is going to be white. No one on the time as of yet. Mickey's going to lose out on shot control, but Joel is going to get the trades. But again, checkerboard feed. Nata is able to get 1. And this is something that the 90s Babies didn't put too much emphasis on that first rotation. Looks like they're trying to change it for this one. Trying to soak as much of this P1 time as possible. Joel doing the right thing as the sub player on this side. Getting it up into shop, getting aggressive, putting bullets down. He's tagged up Skovic there for trying to allow Madge to get the trade. But Skovic and I think it was Dudox there have done well to work together to get it. And with 20 seconds left now, P1 can be considered finished. Let's go over towards that new hill. As you can already see, player 2 is going to be the first one there. Guess who? It's Skovic. Said his name a lot throughout this series. Gonna be Madge looking to soak up the time behind the generator, but he's just chowed out. No one from his team was able to support him there over the long range fights. Skovic falls. Dudox able to pick up Joel onto that time, and it's just Mickey again over the top, was reigning supreme on the first rotation on this hill. She's trying to do it again here, but it's just Nata, someone who's maybe been a little bit slower in the slaying department across this series, and maybe focus a little bit more on those spawns and the fundamentals for his side. 22 and 16 in this map 1, outfragging the whole lobby there as Madge knows where he is through the wall, was able to get the damage done, and Mickey wins a huge fight there before being traded. Dudok still trying to chow towards Old with the help of Shooter. It's just Joel on the time, just finessing behind the box, and he's only going to concede the last 13 seconds there. With Mickey being at the new hill before anybody else, it's going to be crucial for his side. Although Mickey falls. Not our best players there. Madge sat in the creddy corner waiting for the chows to come through. He's blocked those back blue spawns, but it's someone, yeah, they are going to read. Dudok's trying to hit through the back though. This is where the 90s babies can struggle though, because they just allow someone to be in the back for a little bit too long and get damage onto other players. The game now is extended back to a 60-point lead. Meme team looking good. Trying to close this out in 4. Not wanting to go the distance in a map 2 again. In the map 5, sorry. Another search and destroy again is what I was meaning to say there, as the kills are traded back and forth until Nata is able to get 2 unanswered for. Dudok's on the time, deals with Madge. Deals with Mickey as well, and all things on the last 2 hills seem to be going meme team's way. Even the spawns, the split spawns are still going their way, because Joel thinks they might be spawning in the back, but he's not going to check the corner. Oh no, he wins a huge fight onto Nata in the back there. For a man who's top fragging the lobby, that's not a gunfight you expect him to be losing, with first shots onto the player as well. Joel gets the info onto another 2 huge kills from Joel to win his team those back spawns, but can they deal with the next wave of players out the front? They can, and the players on meme team are challenging in 2s. This is where 90s babies really started to claw the lead down, didn't they? Close that deficit. It's on this hill, but off the back of Skovic getting another 2 there. Joel's going to have to try and deal with the whole team pushing through P1. The hill is going to be white momentarily. The back spawns are split. Player forward spawn very close to the back, but with the 90s baby spawning there with 20 seconds to go, you imagine that this might be the last player to push this old time, and he's dealt with. Mickey's just going to soak it up. And 90s babies again start to close the deficit on that P4 hill. They just need to now find a little bit more rhythm on these next 2-3 hills, as we definitely will not be seeing another P4 in this hard point. It's going to come down to the next 2 hills really, as to see whether we'll see a P2. And these back spawns are going to be crucial. Skovic doing so well to win that first one onto Mickey. Madge chows whilst he had time to regen, but Madge does win that one, so it's now a 1-on-1 here. Nata's going to chow out the already weakened Major C, who comes out on top. Big fight from him. There's 3 dead. You've already got Joel push out towards plane as well, so the back is going to be deep spawns from the meme team all the way out towards that white wall. They're going to have to try and chow their way through mid potentially here. The Hellstorm is being invested. Is that a Hellstorm noise, or have I just made that up? I've just made it up. There's no Hellstorm on the map being invested there. I must be hearing things. We must be back on raid already. This is going to be 15 seconds left on this time. It's been so scrappy. Neither team has really been able to increase their lead off of this hill. It's been back and forth throughout. It's all down to P1, which you've seen the meme team have a really good hold in that first rotation on P1, picking up 30 seconds. 90s babies were able to get a good 20 seconds on it the last time round, but it's all down to shop control. And on that P1 time, they're still fighting at old. 10 seconds already gone the way of meme team. They need 20 now to close out this game. 90s babies, 64 points and a dream. It is slowly fading away. Joel Ball. Good shots onto the first and onto the second, but not able to get the kill on both. The contest is crucial from both teams, but look at this, shop control is all in the favour of the meme team. 10 points away from taking your series and booking themselves a spot. It's going to have to be all hell thrown at them, get the kitchen sink out, chow that time as Harry Madge are the ones that deal with the initial players. Harry is able to get the fourth and final kill, but with 8 seconds to go, they have to be at old and they have to be at new. Harry Stun is going to give all the info they need as to where these players are. He does well, he's live long enough that it's not going to be one on that hill. 90s babies need 50 seconds without conceding one. We saw it yesterday between Infinite and GXR. Can we see it in back-to-back days? Be an absolute miracle if so, especially with Skovic getting the opening pick, but it's been answered out. 2 kills unanswered, make that 3 unanswered. Nata the only man left alive. Madge trying to shoot him, not in the best spot him, but they're double stacking this time and they're going to need to keep doing it. Trophies need to be invested if you have them, if you're the 90s babies. The first 20 seconds have been good. Harry Pips 2, Dudok gets onto the time and it's uncontested. Mean Team secure themselves a spot in your Division 9 Grand Finals for Season 3. The 90s babies will fall into the losers finals and await the winner of, and I will get confirmation of this, but it will be the winner of either Bitty Slam or via Fragbite. 2 teams they have matched up against time and time again across this season and previous ones. But look at that, there's your final scoreboards. Mean Team coming out on top in your series, a closely fought one after that map 1 blowout, it must be said, but across all 3 of the respawns, they were probably the team that did edge it the most and did deserve to win. But commiserations again to the 90s babies. They'll be back to the drawing board and they'll be back again in a couple of days' time with the losers final match, once that loser semi-final match is played in their side of the bracket as well. Let's go and have a look who is live. Let's go and raid you out on the legend. Let's hope it's an overload when I go raid you out on him, because it's going to be Semper we're going to raid out on. He is currently casting the Katana legend, Mr. Heffy. It looks like it might be a map 5. He's been live for an hour and they're in S&D, so it's either a map 5 or